Okay, I think this looks good. I think. Hi everyone, so for today's video, I'm going to be playing with makeup. I'm going to be playing with makeup, So I'm going to create this really like fun editorial weird look. So if you want to see how to create this look, you can just keep on watching. And I'm also going to be trying a bunch of new products. So if you want to see my opinion on these products, and if you want to see me apply them to my face, you can just keep on watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I put up new videos every single Mondays. So subscribe so that you don't miss any of the makeup Mondays. And that's it. So let's get started with the makeup. Alright, so let's get started. As per usual, I have no idea where the look is going to take me, how it's going to end up. I do have an idea in mind, so I'm really inspired by Andrew Gallimore, and his makeup and his artistry is amazing. It's really modern, and I really wanted to get inspired from his work, so I do have a look in mind. So it's not really going to be a super conventional look today. But anyway, so today's video is going to be super laid back. I'm going to be trying some new products out, and I'm also going to just apply makeup to my face. Let's get started. I need to stop rambling as per usual. So I'm going to start by priming my skin with the Daily Moisturizer with the SPF 47 from Josie Maran. So I do own the Neutrogena Sheer Zinc SPF 50. This is so thick. Like if you apply this under your makeup is just going to glide all over the place. So I really wanted to find a good daily moisturizer with an SPF. And I have extremely sensitive skin, so I really hope this is not going to break me out. Ooh, okay. Okay, so first when I applied it, I did see a lot of a white cast. Like I was a little bit scared for the first few moments, but the white cast did disappear. So okay, I'm really excited, and it does like seep into the skin, so it doesn't really stay too tacky on my skin. So I'm really curious to see how like foundation, concealer, and everything will apply on top. Alright, so I think I'm going to start working on my eyes while the sunscreen sits on the skin. And I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot. And I'm really excited to use this because a lot of people have been raving about this product. And I am obsessed with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. So I really wanted to try this one to prime my eyeshadow. I got the shade Painterly, which is the more like neutral shade. I do think they have like a more yellow toned primer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that. Oh, that's really weird. The texture is like really thick, and I'm going to take just a little bit of that and put it on my lids. Okay, I'm really happy I took this shade because it really blends into my complexion quite nicely. Okay, and I thought I needed a lot. I took way too much, but a little goes a very long way. And I'm going to do one eye at a time because like I said, I really do not know where the look is going to take me, and I want to make sure that if I want to start over, I don't have to remove both eyes. But so far I do really enjoy the primer. It did remove some of the veins. It does have a little bit of coverage. I'm really curious to see how eyeshadow is going to apply on top. That's very good. And for today's look, I think I'm not going to do something like very crazy with eyeshadow. I actually am going to use a satin eyeshadow all over my eyes, and I think I'm going to do some like colorful accent on top. So I'm going to take the PatMcgrath Rose Venus Idol eyeshadow. So I'm going to take that with a fluffy brush, and I'm actually going to put this mostly in the inner corner and the outer corner. So I'm just going to start right here in this inner corner. And I'm also going to do some on the outer. So first impression on the primer is really grabbing onto the shimmer, so that's really good. And I do not see any patchiness. And I'm going to leave the center of my eye empty, I think. But I am going to connect the inner and outer corner in the crease. This shimmer is really pretty. I do see a lot of fallout. I'm going to use a skinned toned shade, so I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and I'm going to take the shade Certified. You can take any kind of like cream shade, and I'm just going to take that shade with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to set the center of the lid with that shade, just to make sure that the center stays like matte. This shade might be a little bit too white. Actually, that shade is a little bit too white. So I'm going to go into the shade Momentum from the Huda Beauty Mercury palette with that same eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to tap this on top just to make it a little bit more skin toned. And I'm also going to set the brow bone. And I'm just going to go back into the shimmer shade and intensify the outer and inner corner. All right, so here we go. I think I'm going to let the eyeshadow like this. I don't really want to do something too complicated. Next, I'm just going to take a makeup wipe to remove the fallout under my eye. Okay, so right now this looks very weird. But I think I really need to trust the process. So I'm just going to start working on my complexion. And for my complexion, I think I'm not going to do something very fancy. I don't really have any new products. So I'm just going to take my ABH contour stick in the shade Fawn. And I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring using this. And also, I do feel the sunscreen on my skin still, but it's not as bad as the Neutrogena one. So I'm really looking forward to using this sunscreen more often. And I'm just going to start and blend the contour into the skin by doing some tapping motions. And keep in mind that this makeup look is not your everyday type of makeup look. I really want this makeup look to look good in photos, so that's the reason why I decided to apply a shimmer all over the crease, just because I think it's really going to reflect light really nicely. Alright, so now that I'm looking extremely muddy, I'm going to take my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I have the shade Swan, and I'm just going to use that to hide some imperfections, some redness, and I'm also going to use that to clean the contouring a little bit to make sure that everything looks clean and natural. And I'm just going to use my concealer brush to blend all of this in. Okay, so actually I'm really impressed because the sunscreen is really seeping into the skin, and the concealer contouring and everything is really sitting really nicely on the skin. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to keep on using that sunscreen and see if I get any reactions, and if I don't, I think that product is probably going to become one of my like everyday moisturizers because I really do like it right now. All right, so now I'm contoured, I'm highlighted, so I'm just going to comb my brows up, and I'm going to be using, which one do I want? I think I'm going to use, I'm going to use my Rarebeauty brow pencil. I've been actually using this one like crazy. I do really like it. In my review, I did say that it was a little bit too waxy and too like creamy, but if you use it very lightly, I do really enjoy it. So I'm just going to fill my brows in. And now that the pencil is really nicely blended, I'm going to take some hair paste. If you haven't seen my last video, I showed you how I created this very laminated brow look using some hair paste. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of that, and I'm just going to comb the paste into the brows to make them look extra fluffy. Whew. And next, I'm just going to take any kind of brush handle, and I'm just going to flatten the brows down so that they stay in place. Oh, today's brows are looking a little bit intense. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm just going to comb the brows downwards just to make them not as like large. And this is not your everyday type of brow. Again, this is really, this is only for pictures. Next, I think I'm just going to fluff the outer corners out a little bit more, just because I don't really want a harsh line. I really want this look to be super smoky and blown out. I'm also going to put some under my eye. All right, I'm really starting to like this. Next, I think I'm going to do my liner, but I'm not sure which shade I want to do. I kind of want to do something different and use the neon green. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to take a very small precise brush. I'm going to dip it into water and I'm going to go into the neon green liner. I'm not sure how I'm going to like the neon green. I might be doing a very huge mistake. I'm not really sure. I did have in mind to do something not really conventional. So yes, let's see how this goes. So I'm going to do a line like right here on the outer corner and on the inner corner, kind of like framing the eyes. And like usual, whenever I'm doing very graphic liners, I always like just to dot where I'm going to do the liner before drawing the lines. So I'm just going to start in here. Alright, so now that my dots are on, I'm going to take a little bit more product and draw in the lines. Okay, I'm going to let that first coat dry. I think I'm going to need to do another coat just to make sure that the green is going to be as bright as I want it. I am obsessed with this green actually. I'm so happy with my choice. Yay! Okay, I'm going to do the outer corner now. Okay, I'm loving this look right now. Oh my god, like, you really have to trust the process because I really was not expecting to like this look that much. For the other side, I'm going to make sure to look straight into the mirror and try to be as symmetrical as possible. Okay, I think this looks good. I think. I'm going to finish my complexion, my lips, and I don't think I'm going to be doing any false lashes just because this look is already like weird on its own. I feel like adding lashes would like be a little bit too much. I think, yeah, I'm going to take my Fenty cream blush in the shade Fuego Flush. I was hesitating with the Rarebeauty blush, but I've been using this one way too much, so I really want to go back into this one. And this one is a little bit more orange, so I think it's going to look better with this look. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and I'm just going to dab this on my cheeks. And next I'm going to use the Mary Luminizer. So I'm so excited to try this because I never tried this in my whole life, and I know that this was a holy grail in the YouTube beauty world. It was like kind of the first highlight to make highlighter popular. The packaging looks like this. I'm going to open it up for the first time. Ooh, interesting. I want to swatch it really quickly. She's natural. She's really natural. Let's see how this applies on the skin. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and pop it. Ooh. And okay, so I think I really like this highlight actually. I wasn't really sure because like my complexion right now is looking a little bit patchy. I don't know what happened. Like I really look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. Like I think it's maybe because of the SPF, because of the sunscreen. Because usually whenever I use these products together, they always look amazing. But like right now, everything is looking a little bit like cakey and it's kind of like slipping a little bit. So I think it's probably because of the sunscreen. But I will have to say this highlight, I really like it. Like the shade is really pretty. It's like a soft champagne warm shade. And it has a really nice shift, so it's not really glittery, it's a really nice like natural shine from within kind of highlight. I think maybe this for a full face of makeup is a little bit too rich because the makeup is a little bit like slipping and sliding and my pores look huge. I'm going to remove the foundation on my lips and I'm going to be trying the Plump Your Pucker lip gloss. I have the shade Dramatize, so I'm just going to use this on its own. I'm curious to see, oh, this shade is going to be perfect for this eye look actually. So we have a little doe foot applicator. I'm curious to see if this is really pigmented. I might need to put a lipstick underneath. While I was applying it, I felt like the doe foot applicator is like really scratchy. And like it's not applying a lot of product. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the applicator, and the shade might be a little bit too pink for this eye look, but I will have to say I really like the feeling of this gloss on my lips because it's really not thick. It's really not like a thick sticky gloss. It feels like a moisturizer, like a lip balm. So I do really like it, and there's a little bit of a minty feel, a minty like smell. Yeah, I really like it. This color might be a little bit too like pink for this look, so I think I'm just going to remove it, and I'm going to use more of a nude shade on my lips. So for my lips, I've been really liking this duo right here. So I've been using the Illamasqua coloring pencil in the shade Raw with the Clarins Velvet Lip Perfector in the shade 1, and I've been really liking it. It's like the perfect nude shade. So I'm just going to line using the Illamasqua Lip Perfector. It's like a really pretty nude shade. It's like my lips but better. And I'm going to apply the Clarins Lip Perfector. This shade is so pretty. I'm going to apply just a little bit of mascara, nothing crazy. Alright, and a little bit of a setting spray. I'm not sure if I need it because my skin is already like super dewy and glidey, but I'm still going to do it. Why not? Alright, so here we have it. This is the finished look. I'm obsessed with the eyes. Like, the eyes are so different and I kind of really like it. I'm really happy I went with the green because usually I would have gone with like the red or the yellow, but I just feel like the green really complements the warmth of the shimmer eyeshadow I applied underneath. I'm just going to sum everything up really quickly from all the products that I tried for the first time. So first of all, this. Why haven't I tried this before? Like, I'm really shocked because like my eyeshadow is looking, it looks amazing. It looks really amazing. Like, everything glided really nicely. I'm really excited to try this more often to see how like it's going to wear during the day. So far, the paint pot, so good. Next, I'm going to talk, actually I didn't try the Lily I forgot. I wanted to try the Lily Lashes, I wanted to try the Lily Lashes lash glue, but I didn't want to apply lashes today, so this is going to go for another video. I'm really sorry. Next, we have the sunscreen, and for the sunscreen, I think I'm going to like it on a everyday purpose because my concealer and my contour are kind of like gliding all over the place. Yeah, because everything is looking really, really makeup-y. So for a full face of makeup, I might not use this one. But I'm really curious to see how my skin is going to react to this sunscreen on a everyday basis. Next, we have the highlight. So the Mary Luminizer highlight is really approved. Like, it looks really pretty on the skin. It's not really intense. You can really build it up, but the shimmer, the color, and everything, it looks amazing. It really does look amazing, and I think I'm going to have a lot of usage out of this highlighter. It looks really pretty. Next, for the lip gloss, I think I'm going to really like it, although the applicator is really scratchy. I think the shade is really pretty for like everyday usage, and the feeling is also really nice because this is not a really thick gloss and it has a really nice shine. It also has a really minty feel on the lips, so I think I'm going to really enjoy that. And that's it. Is that all the products? I think that's all. I did try the PatMcgrath eyeshadow before. It's freaking beautiful. It's really pretty. Like, the shine is amazing and like it really blends and glides on the eyes really nicely. Overall, I do really like it, and with the green liner, it looks amazing. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked my chaos because this video was really not organized, but I do really enjoy just putting on the camera and playing with makeup. I hope you like these kind of videos as well. If you do, please leave a comment down below so that I know you enjoy these type of videos. And that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every single Mondays, so subscribe so that you don't miss any of the makeup Mondays. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.